Hey, this is Jim Cardona from Cardona Pinball. We're doing a quick review of Spooky Pinball's Scooby-Doo pinball machine. It's a really pretty machine. It's a really beautiful machine. I really like the powder coat on the armor, the graphics. They did an excellent job all around. The translite, the way they did the animations in the back, which obviously are clipped right out of the show, but what they did with them is really good. I love the artwork. I love the look of this whole game. How does it play? I think like this game could be a home run for a person who has like family with younger kids. I mean, the theme is a home run, and their artwork and what they've done with it is a home run for sure. It's got equivalent of 4 flippers. I mean, it's got the 3 plus this bookcase thing, which is a flipper. It's got lots of ramps, lots of paths. There's lots of modes. You got all of these, you got to collect these characters, and you got all these guys, these baddies to play against. There's a lot going on. There's all kinds of different mysteries. You do the fingerprints. You hit the mystery machine to start the mode. Then there's different shots to hit. So that all is good. I do like this whole ball lock mechanism where it comes off of the ramps, and then it can either go right to the flipper or they can hold it right here, and then there's 2 of them there, which is pretty neat. I feel like I'm kind of have mixed opinions on this upper flay field. It's so huge. I think because this way this bookcase goes, it's kind of neat because this whole thing tilts, right? So you're not only using this side of this as a flipper, but this back side. So if you have the ball here and then you tilt it back, you can kind of fling the ball this way, or you can use it to shoot this way. So that's it's neat. It's different. I like different. So my impression so far is we don't really use this game too much for like league play or tournaments because it's kind of buggy. The code's kind of buggy. We've had a lot of crashes right in the middle of the game. We've had, I should say a lot, but there's been a handful. Stuff like it would switch players, like you're like it didn't go to bonus, it didn't tilt, and all of a sudden you're scoring on you were player 2, it's scoring on player 3. The code, as far as the lost ball code, doesn't work 100%. So like if you lose a ball and you have the settings where it gives you another ball, and then that ball you lost returns, then kind of some funky logic starts happening, and the game gets confused. Which I think I got to look in the menu. Maybe that's something you can just turn off. And that's actually not a trivial problem as far as code. So, I'm not like digging on them like it's something that they could have fixed easily. That's kind of like pretty mature code to have. But as far as like my impression of how it plays, and I get this out of a lot of spooky games with the exception of TNA, but out of the other spooky games that I've played, this game has one of the things that I feel is like I can tend to play this game for a long time. I could say the same thing about Halloween, Ultraman. I haven't spent a lot of time on Looney Tunes or the Texas game. I've played them a handful of times, but it has that feel of I can play this game for a long time, and I don't know. You just don't feel like you've like scored a lot of points. I guess there's not an excitement feel for me as a pinball player. I do like the modes. I like the characters, picking the characters and getting different things for the characters. But right now my opinion is a little bit mixed. Again, I think it'd be a great game for if you got younger kids in the house. I mean, who doesn't love Scooby-Doo? It's been around forever. They're still making Scooby-Doo shows and movies and stuff, and the game it's relatively fun, but I don't know if it'd be one that would have like the staying power for an adult. But overall, I like it. I think their quality has gone up. Spooky has had some little history with quality control issues on some of their earlier titles, but I think it's really they've been getting better iteratively.